All right, hello everyone. Welcome to my stream. I'm DC. You can find me all across the internet under DC Lasair. I got a muted tab. There we go. Tab muted. Go to my website. Oops, not that one. Quick. I mean, go there. We'll get to that in a minute. If I want to hit this button, go to dclasair.com and find all the things. dclasair.com is powered by Doros. Now it's time for that link. You can check it out with my affiliate link. And if you like what you see, sign up for Doros Pro. Use the discount code DCLasair to get 30% off for 3 months. I do get some of that subscription back, so it is another way to support me. Also, as part of Team Cypher, I am fundraising for St. Jude. You can go to the link I'm about to put into chat. There you go. Go there, donate. And we'll be doing this all month long. And it's a great cause. So do the thing. Yeah. All right. So today, I really wasn't sure what game I wanted to play, but there was something I wanted to talk about, and I don't know how much it fit into a Tech Friday, but I've been looking at personal knowledge management system things, and there's a lot. And it's kind of intimidating. So, like bullet journals, or Zettelkasten, or the Lasair method, and just something to organize myself with, my own notes with. And the idea would be this would be a pure digital thing, because most of my notes live in a digital space. And so any mega research project type thing, I wanted to keep in Obsidian. And I was looking at them, and there's all sorts of. It took me forever to find videos on Zettelkasten that made sense, that went through the process. And then you had to, or at least I did, I had to decipher between those videos. What was the actual method? What was a person's spin on Zettelkasten? And it took a while to sort information and find videos that just gave me an explanation. Some of your PKM intros to your videos are very long. Just saying. But I did settle on one. I think I am going to do some sort of Zettelkasten-like method. If you want to look up Zettelkasten, there we go. That's the word. Yeah, let's just take it from the Wikipedia, and I'll go over this more once I get a handle on what exactly I'm doing. But there's the Wikipedia article. Check it out. And it's another way to organize things. And you have to do what works for you. I like this because it fits into my sort of organized chaos way of thinking. And yeah, I'm slowly developing how I want this to look in Obsidian. I watched a bunch of videos, so my method is going to be a kludge of different people's all strung together, how they do it. If you don't know, Zettelkasten means slipbox. It's a German word, and basically you write index cards and you relate them to each other, and you put them in a box, because this was originally made before the internet, way before. So it's handy. It's the idea of keeping one idea in a on a note card, like a 3x5 card, and then how to expand on that and what that would look like in a digital space. And I saw some ideas on that, and some are more expansive. Some say no, limit it to this much. Again, I'll go over all that once I have the definite like Obsidian vault in. I did want to kind of talk about some of these. So far as Zettelkasten's, there's something like that is kind of my top pick. There's Bullet Journal, which is a whole lifestyle unto its own. And then the other one I saw, more or less related more towards Bullet Journal, is the Lasair method, which is more of task management system. And you can use it along with bullet journals or whatever you want, really. Can combine things. Don't be afraid to combine note systems. It's really whatever works for you and how you use it. And have a purpose in mind. Like, I'm not going to record every stray thought. I'm not going to, everything I read is not going to become a Zettelkasten note. There's just no reason for me to do that. But if I have a large enough project in mind, I'm going to set something up where I can go, okay, here are my notes on this thing that is actually interesting to me. Or maybe it's just something I want to write on. And that's fine too. But here's something of interest. Here's all these ideas, and here's kind of a relationship between them without any real order to them. It's just this one connects to this one and connects to this one, and this one connects to the original idea but not to this idea. And you know, yeah, whatever saves you time, because you don't want to spend, once you get down how you want to do it, you don't want to spend a lot of time also going through searching for that perfect PKM way. You just start with a method, and who cares if you get it wrong? It's just your personal system. And start somewhere, yeah. And if it's not actually going to help you, like you read a book and then you want to go back and outline stuff in it, why are you outlining stuff in it? What is in that book that you need to save? Because reading the book may take you, say, 2 hours, and then writing notes on that book will take another 3 hours. Do you have that time? Is it going to be worth it to you to make notes of the book? And if the answer is no, then don't do it. You're not beholden to these things. These are tools, though it seems like people treat them as lifestyles. They're just tools to organize information. In different ways. And I know there's a ton of them, but Zettelkasten right now has my mind in script. Oh, Fernando, hello. You have heard of Zettelkasten. Kudos to those people who had set up the system before wikis. Yeah, exactly. It's a lot. I mean, if you want to do the Zettelkasten, get the note cards, get the filing cabinet boxes, go for it. That's not me. Again, lives in digital land. People nerd out about their workout training programs. Other folks focus on their info organization. Right, exactly. So yes, I'm eventually going to be nerding out about how I've implemented my information tracking system. That's down the line, and I really didn't know what I wanted to play today. Maybe I get a new game. I don't know. So this has been floating around in my brain, and I wanted to talk about it anyway. So today was a good day to talk about it. And yeah, look what for you. Like I was when I first started searching, when I first found out about bullet journals, and that's sort of the bullet journal rabbit hole led me to all these other things. So the Alistair method and the Zettelkasten, and I don't know. I probably looked at 3 or 4 different methods and decided some just weren't for me. I do like a bit of the Alistair method for journals and things like that and writing, because I do have my journal and my planner, right? And those are going to be paper and pen, and I can decorate them and use my washi tape, and that's fun. But as far as note focusing, that's all going to be digital. I don't have space to put another cabinet of file cards somewhere or anything, so that all has to live in Obsidian or Notion or some other thing. Springleaf, hello, welcome on in. Talking about note taking and personal knowledge management systems, and ultimately, this is all Lady Luck 34's fault, because she mentioned various things like bullet journals and other things like that, and also the person that got me into getting a journal and planner. And yeah, we got to keep jet pens in business, right? So let's see. The idea of bullet journal is neat. Then the creatives got a hold of bullet journals and flooded Instagram, Pinterest, Reddit with their artistically beautiful and perfect bullet journals. So now having anxiety thinking about starting a bullet journal, you're right. Like, yeah, these are all intimidating. And I'm like, no, I want to find a system. So I just kept watching Zettelkasten videos, and finally somebody made it make sense. And like, I don't want to hear your big long intro explanation. Just tell me, hey, here's the Zettelkasten method. It's this. And then get into it and tell me there's 3 different types of index cards, and here's how you organize them. And, in out 10 minutes. Some people didn't do that. And I'm like, these are very long explanations and don't help me understand. Like, if I was already in the method, maybe that would help, but it doesn't help me understand what it is. And speaking of jet pens, they had a video up recently, didn't they? I think so. Let's see here. What do they have up today? And yes, I have a lot of ink pens from jet pens. My minimalist DM kit, all the material, well, except for the copy paper, but all the material for that I bought off of jet pens, the folders and the hole punches and the pens. So yeah, doing what I can for you, jet pens. Not that you really need my help anyway. But yeah, let's see. Maybe go to their YouTube. So yeah, right now I'm still big on Obsidian and doing things in Obsidian. Here we go. Here's our new one. New stationery from April 2025 at Jet Pens. And new bags and things like that. Ways to spend money that I shouldn't. Paper clips, things like that. There's Jet Pen's latest video. And as I mentioned, I am redesigning my Notion template, my production Notion template in Obsidian. And I took a look at the Obsidian upcoming notes, and I've been talking about uh, wanting to keep plugins to a minimum. And I think one of their upcoming things on their roadmap will remove a plugin that I've been thinking about using. So I may just hold off a little bit till this comes in, because they're going to be incorporating what they're calling dynamic views, create dynamic tables using data stored in note properties, which is kind of what I want, which is the functionality that I kind of have in a Notion database, but it sounds like they're making this baked into Obsidian, so I don't need the plugin that I'm using, which would be great. And save some confusion too, to be honest, because with the plugin, I still have to direct people to an icon that isn't labeled unless you hover over it and say, okay, every time you want to see these, you got to remember to click this icon. If it's just there for you in your folder, and that would be great. They have to vamp to meet the video length requirements for monetization and the almighty algorithm, right? But yeah, so I've been watching a lot of PKM video, a lot of Zettelkasten specifically videos, and it's been something else. So when I get to it, just so you know, I'm like Zettelkasten like or Zettelkasten light. I'm not, once I kind of have my system down, I'll probably make some improvements to it, but that's going to be it. And how much it matches actual Zettelkasten, I don't really care. So, because it's what works for me, and that's the point. They're tools. Do what works for you. Yes, but bullet journals are intimidating, like you're saying, Fernando. They're just watching some of those videos. I'm like, whoa, okay, this is a cultural shift I am not ready for. All right. Another thing I want to bring up, if you want to talk about PKMs, what you use, that type of thing, by all means, put it in chat. We're going to be talking about we're going to be going through these features specifically on Tech Friday, but Elgato has updated the Stream Deck to 6.9. Nice. And there's the release notes if you want to get ahead of the discussion. Let me put these over here for you, Fernando. There you go. So yeah, we'll be covering the features with explainy bits on Friday. Always amazed with folks who use bullet journals. Yeah, same. Like there's a single book that that kind of started it all. There's shorthand terms within the community for different things, and I'm just like, whoa, okay. I don't think I'm ready for this. Yeah. So let's see, what else did I have on deck? Okay, let me check. Where did my phone go? Okay. Yeah, I had a dentist appointment earlier today, and so lunch was a little later, and things like that. And I'm really not sure what game I want to play next. So if you have video game ideas that you'd like to see played through, by all means, put those in chat too, because I don't know. I was thinking about that one game that everyone's talking about right now that people are really into and so helpful, right? The um, the RPG that's kind of Souls-like and stuff. Um, I can't think of the name of it right now. Someone's got to be playing it. Let's see. Is anybody playing it right now that I know of on Twitch? No, nobody that I follow is currently playing it. Okay. Well then. Claire33, there we go. Hi, Brian. Welcome on in. That was it. So yeah, looking at that, thinking that might be the next game, unless I find something else that just grabs my attention. Because my Vampire Survivors play is gonna be, when I want to do something fun, and also that's my kind of my off stream game along with Blueprints. So I got stuff to unlock. Yeah. Oh, the Obsidian roadmap I was talking about earlier. Speaking of that, there we go. So yeah, looking forward to seeing what the dynamic views are and what that means when it's baked into Obsidian, which would be excellent. Find out if they work even slightly like I hope they work. That would be the way to go, and that would solve most of my issues of having people maintain a plugin, and if they don't need to, then great, you can just have this vault, and here's all the information you need. And that way it'll have, if it goes like I'm thinking it does, it'll have way more parity with the Notion version, which is kind of the aim. Yes, Expedition, yes. All right, let's see what else. What other trouble can I get into right now? Otherwise, we're just kind of having cozy time today. Let's see here. Let's see. We covered the Elgato announcement, and I don't think anyone's made any other announcements. Oh, D&D Beyond. There's some D&D announcements that came out today. There is a new Unearthed Arcana. And there are map packs available for the D&D Beyond maps. Are cool. I'm never sure how to pronounce this because I never heard it pronounced, but CZEPEKU, fairly famous map designer. I keep wanting to say Zepiku, but that's probably way off. But here's that, and yeah, you can use these in the maps VTT on D&D Beyond, and there's quite a few of them. So yeah, that's up your alley. Check it out. They are gorgeous. Faison, hello. I've been looking. I looked at a few before started stream, and yeah, I looked at a few of them on stream, but I looked at a few of them before stream. Those words, that order, and they are absolutely gorgeous. I'm loving them. Yeah, for pricing and what you need to do, it's all in that article there. There's also videos on the D&D YouTube, either the D&D YouTube or D&D Beyond YouTube. I forget where they put videos sometimes about the new UA and about the new map packs. And if I'm running D&D, I'm using the D&D Beyond Maps feature, and so it is great, awesome to see. And our friends over at Demiplane had an announcement. You're waiting for Paizo's Galaxy Guide. It will be on Demiplane starting tomorrow. So they'll have an official digital companion for Starfinder 2E. So if that's your jam, Blair's that phone and watch. JD Lady, hello. Welcome on in. We were talking about PKMs, and I was talking about how I might be using Zettelkasten. So if you have any thoughts on any of those, put them in chat. If you happen to use one or what you like, because today is just going to be a talky kind of day. Let's see. And also we've been expressing our love for all things jet pens. Oh yeah, it's Tuesday. Yeah. So yeah, just relax, have a good day. This will be a bit of a shorter stream today. Let's see here. Like I said, Tech Friday. So far, we have one topic, which will be the Stream Deck 6.9 nice update, and some of the new features. You know, I'll do the whole demo, but open app from launch to close. Text action now has clipboard paste. You can choose your browser when you open a website via Stream Deck. And improvements to profiles and other various quality of life improvements. So that'll be fun. We'll get to try things. I'll get to press buttons. Amazing. And again, if you are going to Gen Con, I'll be at Gen Con. I should have my panel there, but I have to figure out. It looks like it's approved and everything, but why it's not showing in the list is a mystery. So I'm going to be emailing them about that later today because it's labeled as active and yet it's not. So not sure what's going on there, but yeah. So I'll eventually have a producers panel in the guide, but right now it doesn't exist because I don't understand. I'll be sure to plug it and everything on all my socials. And if you've seen my producer panel before, come again this year because I tend to update it a bit every year because technology keeps moving forward, and there's different ideas and things that I have that impact how I produce an actual play. Just looking for articles real quick. Ah, my ear popped or something weird's going on. Okay, that's better. Big red buttons? Yeah, big red button. Get to push all the buttons. I could make a big red button on my stream deck. I should do that sometime. That'd be awesome. I mean, only I would see it, but inner me would giggle every time I looked at it. I'd just be going, and that's my delight. What? There tomorrow there'll be a new Gundam GQ episode out, and it's a series I recommend watching because it's not only Gundam, it's just good in general. Behind on Gundam GQ. Yeah, it's good stuff. I think it'll be episode 5 tomorrow. Maybe. Yeah, I think we're on episode 5 out of, I don't know how many are going to be in this season. And I thought I saw something on. Tomorrow will be Gunpla Day, so we'll be back over there, over on my other desk, building Gunplas. I think I showed off the kits that I got already, but in case you missed it, we're working on a different kit, but these are for future Gundam builds on stream. So we have Gundam Ariel from Western Mercury. And then we have GMS, whatever that symbol is, from Gundam GQ. Green screen's disrupting some of the color there, but yeah. So those will be after the current build. And I thought I had another one. No, I think that's it. So that's what's upcoming with the Gunpla builds. Let's see. I'm looking at Gunpla news real quick, seeing if there's anything that looks cool. I mean, they all look cool, but just picking one. We went over maps, went over that. Now every time I click and look at my YouTube thing, there's some other knowledge management video up. I'm like, really? Okay. Okay. I suppose that's my current rabbit hole, so that's fair. As long as it keeps serving me D&D videos and and tech videos. I guess I'm fine with the PKM videos. Oh, now I see a video from JetPens called "Notebooks and Office Supplies You've Never Heard of." I'm like, office supplies I've never heard of. That sounds like a challenge. But it's a year old video. But if you want to check this out, just because I'm like, it's unlikely I haven't heard of an office supply. But there's that video. Buttons aren't toys. Let's see. What time do I got? Oh, yeah, we'll spend a little longer doing stuff, clicking around on things. Hope you're all having a good start of your week. Like I said, I was at the dentist earlier today, and that kind of threw off my day a little bit. I'd rather have not gone out today, but you know, it's the dentist. Did the dentist appointment go well? Yeah, yeah, it's fine. They are. I have a thing going on with my gums, and so it was just a checkup for that. And so until we kind of solve what's going on, and they're like, okay, come back in 2 weeks, come back in 3 weeks, come back, So just been dealing with that the past couple months, but yeah, so adjusting yet another medication, but things were improving. So yay ish. There were terms mentioned that I don't stick to my brain. So I'm like, sure. How do what do you want me to do to try to fix? And then they tell me, and I'm like, okay, that I can handle. But the words you use, I no idea. Oh, hold on here. I have to check a thing. All right, I going to be seeing Thunderbolts today, later this evening. So yay! I haven't seen. Plus, it's $5 movie day, so yay! At least one of the local cinemas offers $5 movies on Tuesdays. And then I wind up paying more for my pop than my ticket, but or if I want any kind of snack. Sounds like we're gonna go eat first though, because I'm meeting a friend, so shouldn't have to worry about needing food during the movie. And I'm sure it's another one where you gotta sit all the way through the credits for everything. So yes, yeah. Thank you. I appreciate that. Oh, we're on an ad break over on Twitch. Let's see. Super annoyed that the biggest ending for Thunderbolts was widely spoiled by Marvel itself just 3 days. Oh wow, yeah, I've avoided that. So yeah, I'm kind of glad I haven't seen that. But yeah, that would be that is annoying when that happens. All right, let's see here. What else? Yeah, I'm gonna kind of talk a little bit again. Fundraising for St. Jude, part Team Cipher. If you can donate, link is in the Twitch chat. Let's see. Don't think I have too much new today. Oh, I have to get my games up on Start Playing, or in for review, so that they can be approved and then put up on Start Playing. Especially if I want to start next week, I better do that. Again, just like massive anxiety when I approach the task. I made some progress last week, but now I really just need to get in there and do the thing. I try not to say a word after seeing a movie because many people have a very wide range of tolerance for spoilers. Some are even like, I don't want to hear if you liked it. Wow. Yeah. Yeah, I know some people that don't even like if a show has a next time thing on it and they say something about the episode happening next, they're like, no, you need to mark that with spoilers. I'm like, but it's in the episode we're all watching now. It's there. It's out everywhere. We can, it's been like almost it's been a few days since the episode airs. Everyone's gotten to see it. Surely you watched the whole thing, but no, some people are like, oh, that's a spoiler. I'm like, no, not really. It's the preview for the episode. Really isn't that great of a spoiler. When my friend group watches Bake Off, our friend pauses it at that point. Nice. We're allowed to see next week's theme, and that's it. Amazing. Cover your eyes and have your friends buy the tickets because I bear the spoiler is even posting some movie theater lobbies. Wow. All right, ad break is done. Welcome on back, everybody. So here is yet another PKM system because I've been looking at them and YouTube decided here's this video from 5 years ago about this other system. That's the other thing about some of the Zettelkasten videos I was finding. They were all 3 years old or 5 years old. I'm like, yeah, but how does this work in technology we're using today? What does that look like now? I kind of understand the note card thing, but that's not really what I'm going for. So, yeah, something called Ryan Holiday Note Card System. No idea what it is, but there's a video you can watch on it. Let's see if it's still a thing. Oh yeah, it's a thing. Still definitely a thing. Yeah, I'm not big on the whole second brain terminology for this, but for these things, if that's where, because like to me, your second brain is like an organ that's actually in your body. I have a system to keep notes in. That is not my second brain. You used to call your organizer second brain. Yeah, yeah, I did. I did that too. Like this is where things go. My me holding my phone. Imagine my phone in my hand for that, and me pointing at my phone. Like this is where things go. Things need to go in here if they need to go here, and that's just the way it works. Uh, but yeah, I get the appeal of the term. And again, if you want to use it, that's fine by me. Was something just mm, get going in a little bit here, but there was something I saw. I think it might be on my phone. Let me look a minute here. Nope, I'm not seeing it. There was something I wanted to share. I don't know what it is anymore. Eh. So that's that idea out the window, literally. Let's see here. Oh, I know. I tell y'all I watch a lot of riff tracks and a lot of bad movies. And I'm sure I've already mentioned the possible worst movie ever. Like, no redeeming quality whatsoever. It was called Things. If you're going to watch this, watch it with friends or get the Riff Tracks version or go to the Riff Tracks Twitch and maybe you'll catch when they run it there because it's really not even worth watching in any form. It's really bad, y'all. Terrible. Like everything about it is just awful. Some bad movies, they have something I can kind of latch onto, like Robo Vampire. My favorite bad movie has Timu RoboCop and vampires, and it's very silly and it doesn't make sense, but it has little scenes in it that just stand out, and I'm like that's bad, but it's really funny. And things is just terrible all the way through. There's like nothing sticks. So if anyone ever asks you to see things or have you seen things, you say no, or you force them to sit there and watch it with you. Because that is not an experience you want to do on your own. I mean, you can, but I don't recommend it. Let's see here. Looking for things. We'll be on a few more minutes here. If you have any other thoughts on knowledge management systems or anything we talk about, now's the time. Otherwise, we'll go on a raid. Like I said, I had no real idea what I wanted to play today, so mostly because that probably requires me buying a game, which I'm like, eh. Games are expensive. See. All right, covered Gen Con, covered that. Again, if you're just coming in, Tech Friday will be about the Elgato Stream Deck 6.9 update. There's the release notes if you want to read ahead. It's some neat quality of life improvements that make Stream Decks even more useful than they already were. Because Stream Decks are great. And if you don't think a Stream Deck is great, well, I don't know what to tell you. But just to cover it, there are other things that are Stream Deck like that if you like them rather, it's okay that you use them. I just won't be talking about them unless you want me to, because then I'll definitely take a look if it's requested, but I'm really not going to be touching any other Stream Deck like thing. I'll definitely, check out a web page or a video and I can make some thoughts on it. Yeah, all right. So let's see here. Pre-roll is off for a while. So yeah, now's a good time to take on that raid. Thanks for being here for my short babbling stream. Hopefully it was cozy and nice for your Tuesday. I'm going to get going doing things. We're going to raid over to Urban Bohemian. So please stay tuned for that. Once again, I am fundraising all this month for St. Jude. If you would like to donate, please use my link. It's all part of Team Cypher. Have fun at the movies. Yeah, thanks. It's all for part of the Team Cypher St. Jude fundraiser. So I put my goal at 100. If you can help get us towards that, that'd be great. Running it all month long, so that'd be fantastic. And once again, if you want to find all the stuff and things, follow me on Blue Sky and also go to my website, dclasair.com, because that has all the ways to contact me and everything you would ever need to know about what I'm doing. Yeah, thanks. All right, stay tuned for the raid. Thank you all for being here. Please be kind to yourselves, be kind to each other, and I hope to see you all tomorrow for Gunpla building. It'll be great. Once again, that's at noon Pacific, 3 p.m. Eastern. Come on by. We'll make a mini giant robot, and it'll be fantastic. All right, see you all then.